I'm probably going to break through some of the fears that I have around sharing what I really believe. Today, I'm here to talk to you about my beliefs when it comes to abortion, because it definitely, at least in my view, touches the core of who you are as a person. And I think who you are at your core matters. With that being said, let's dive in, shall we?
Expressions of love,
Firstly, I want to acknowledge that statistics are not everything. There are many complications that must be taken into account when discussing human beings and human behavior, and the wide array of functions of the human mind. I grew up into my adulthood as a pro-choice person. I had a couple conversations that made me curious enough to look into the subject of abortion, to look into the history of abortion, and to look into the ramifications and results of abortion, both in this country and a little bit worldwide, although my beliefs and my perspective is largely based on the country that I live in. So, here are some things that I have found out. Six 6% of the population in America is Black women. 40% of abortions in America are also Black women. 6% of the population gets 40% of the population's abortions. Why is that? 40% of women who get abortions have already gotten 2 or more abortions. Rape accounts for about 1% of abortions, and incest accounts for about 0.5%. If you have other information, feel free to leave it in the comments. 18 million Black babies have been killed via abortion since 1973. It is a made-up notion that it is somehow a God-given right or a constitutional right or a right of any kind for these babies to be killed. That it's the woman's right to kill the baby, or that it's the doctor who's performing the abortion's right to kill the baby. It is not a right. It's a made-up notion that this is somehow a right. Deaths result from both clinical abortions and what's popularly called back alley abortions, because abortion is always a violent act for the mother and, of course, for the killed child. Now, I have some more questions. The first of which is, by advocating for the pro-choice argument, are we sending the message that we should make it convenient to kill children? Like saying, let's deal with your family issues. Let's deal with your financial issues. Let's deal with what you fear is coming in your future by killing one of your children and making it convenient for you to do so. You, right now, listening, watching this episode, you were not anything other than yourself as a single cell just beginning your growth process. No matter what that growth process looked like, you started out the same way, and you were not something other than yourself, or at least to me, it would be illogical to claim that you were something else and then you suddenly turned into you. Just because you started off in a form that you can't imagine as being human, the fact remains you began in that same way. That's my stance. Feel free to tell me yours. Like and subscribe if you have not already had the chance. And I look forward to talking with you in the comments.
Expressions of love.